Howdy, lieutenants and economists.
The most volatile, evil, disgusting things on the planet, humans. If you have a video request, you can always go to assholeconsulting.com.
Yeah, I am gonna charge you, kids. And that is the importance of not fucking up.
You are such an asshole!
Continuing on at assholeconsulting.com, where if you have questions and I have answers, which I do because I am all-knowing. Actually, I think we got like a 99.2. Every great once in a while I don't have the answer, and then I gotta send it to a specialist. But for the most part, 99.2% of the time, I'm like, oh yeah, because I'm a fucking genius. All right, hypothetically speaking, and this is, the English is horrible. Were you to have a kid, what you have to do to have him going in the world? For example, if he or she were to move you as the parent would have to transfer all legal transactions over to the kids' names. My question is, can you list is necessary in today's climate for adults? For example, FICO score, car insurance, car registration, health insurance. I'm not sure about that one. I would have to contact a broker or go online. Dental, do you think it's necessary if you are unemployed at the moment? How would you handle that, and etc.? What would you need to inform or discourse? Do a new adult who turns 18 tomorrow? I charge a lot for this one. Thanks to PS, you mentioned liability insurance and Bachelor Pad Economics. Just fill in the blanks. Again, I said I have no idea what your asking is. Okay, could you make on the different things you would need today as an adult? Would the list be you think are necessary to know about? I don't know how much supply I can make you. The price goes up and up and up. For your younger viewers out there, men and women, can you address what a person would need? Health insurance, car insurance, dental, a good credit score, other things that you think are necessary. For example, car insurance is mandatory, health is not, depending on the state. For a younger person, these things would dumbfound them. They'd have no clue about it. Can you make a video on the list of things you need from the transition of a minor to an adult? That I understand. All right. Here's the list that going from a minor at the age of 17 to the age of 18 to become an adult. And keep in mind, that's the legal age of 17 to 18. Okay, so now at 18 you magically become an adult. But to become a real adult, oh shit, you millennials are going to be in your goddamn 50s before shit. There's some baby boomers that aren't even fucking adults yet. So let's be very clear. If you're 18, you're legally an adult, but the fuck you are in actuality. The fuck you are in practice. So let me explain to you what you need to do in order to become a real adult. You know, how to become a real adult. Everything. You must do everything. Okay? I just talked about in the last video about how when I was at the Carlson School of Management, all the preppy little white kids from the preppy little suburbs that have vowels in them, Edina, Eden Prairie, oh my God, they all claimed they paid their way through tuition, but then you found out, like, they're pulling up. Remember, there's a parking lot right there. Here comes Titsy Magoo, and she pulls up in, like, this brand new Acura. Remember those sweet Acuras in the 90s? They started curving them. Pulls up like, the fuck, you are paying your... Yeah, okay, you pay your tuition, but you don't pay your groceries, you don't pay your medical insurance, you don't pay your dental insurance, you don't pay your cell phone. Cell phones weren't even existing back then. They just were coming out. Fine, you pay for your tuition, but meanwhile, your sorority and fraternity dues and your free lodging is all bought and paid for. Their clothes, they were still dressing like they had to impress, like they're in middle school. That's not being an adult. You just happen to hit puberty at 12 or 13, and 5 years later, you're paying for 1/3 of your living expenses. To be an adult, I'll give you the rule that I came up with back in college, the rule that determines whether you're an adult or not. If your parents died and took everything with them, they didn't leave you anything for an inheritance, would your situation change at all? If it would, like, oh, I'd have to get another job because they're paying for groceries. Well, I guess you're not an adult, are you? Like, in other words, an adult, the definition of adult is somebody who supports themselves. You don't need other people. You don't need a government check. You don't need a parental subsidy. I don't care where the extra money is coming. You don't go to some nonprofit to get a hand-me-out, right? It's a foreign concept, but you're a self-supporting adult. Now, I would argue the self-supporting is implied in being an adult. But that's it. What do you think being an adult is? Well, do I get health insurance? Yes. Do I get car insurance? Does the law require it? Don't you think you should get that? In case you ram over somebody's kid and now you got a $2 million wrongful death lawsuit, not to mention manslaughter charges against you? Don't you think you should get that? I mean, I can't be so angry at the millennials because I see it in my generation. Even today, I mean, the number of retarded Gen Xers who still don't get it. They're on welfare, they had more kids than they could afford. The strong, independent, single mom woman don't need no man collecting a government check. Although the kids are finally getting old enough to get out of the house. The dude bros who are now getting grayer in the face than I am in the beard, who are on to their next dipshit get-rich-quick scheme. The salesmen who lease their Beamers, the McMansion fucktards. They're not adults. They're not. And don't think for a second that if you're not collecting a government check or not getting a parental subsidy of some kind, like no one's actually giving you money, don't think for a fucking second you're an adult either. Because oh God, the people, you want to talk about parasites, you want to talk about petulant little children. They're guys like me, they got that touch of gray, right? And they seem to got everything, you know, and they even have the 6 figs. They're one of actually the small dick peanut guys from the Carlson School of Management with their MBAs, and they make the 6 figs. And then their wives got a hot wife, you know, maybe they got 1 or 2 kids, they got the SUV, they got the Lexus. Tina, the soccer mom, with my sociology degree, like, oh my goodness, I so vote for the DFL because I care so much about the children. They drive to their fucking nail appointments, and the guy with the 6 figs, he's supporting. Oh, by the way, they're not adults either, because you know how they afford all that shit? You know, the guy makes 6 figs, but wifey Pooh and him spend $150,000, $50,000 more than the 6 figs. And how do they? They borrow it. They too are not adults. Oh, they put up a front that makes them look like adults, but I'll tell you this, certainly in my days in banking, the more flash and cash I saw, the more money they had borrowed. Again, I've said it before, I said it again. I knew waitresses that had higher net worths than most of our clients at the banks because the waitresses actually had a positive net asset account. They actually saved maybe a little bit of an IRA. They paid for their shitty car. There was no loan on it. Where's all the real estate developers? Oh, I'm such an important businessman. Blah, 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 blah. I'm like 6 figures. Yeah, but your expenses are $175,000. You don't make anything. You're losing money. You're Donald Trump. All right. You're not an adult. An adult is somebody who, if the world goes down around them, they will still support. They'll be fine. They don't need. Right now, parents die. My entire family's wiped out. Okay, banks won't lend me money anymore. I never borrowed money, but whatever. The banking system collapses. Da 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 da. Fine, perfectly all right. And that has occurred. That has happened since I was fucking 18. Client we had, 31 years old, still living with his parents. You millennials, Jesus fucking Christ. We played the Monopoly for millennials. That was hilarious. And the fact that millennials love it and don't realize what a slap it is across your face. We get experiences. Yes, it's everything. It's not just health insurance, car insurance, dental, and a good credit score. It's fucking everything. Everything. How do you make a car? Just wheels and a steering column? Yes, just wheels and a steering column. Yes. If you really want to be a real car, maybe you throw in a seat, but you don't need glass or a chassis or anything like that or transmission. No, just wheels and it's the fucking Flintstones car. If you want me to do this handheld bullshit, like go step by step by step, no. No, it's everything. And deep down inside, don't even act like you people don't know what's required. You're just cowards and you chickens, and you're lazy to actually go put forth the effort to do it. Yes, you will have to pay for all your groceries. Yes, you will have to pay for your car insurance. If you get that thing I can squirm. Oh, the squirmers. I was going to squirm around. I don't really need car insurance. Did the law say you needed car insurance? Oh, I wonder how all the law-abiding people do better financially than the legal, non-law-abiding. I wonder if there's any costs or consequences for committing crime. No, you guys, you're going to win the lottery. You're going to win the lottery. Yep, you guys are going to win the lottery. Because it's not going to happen to you. You're not going to get in an accident. Never going to happen to you. So it's everything. Your FICO and credit score, the ideal world, and we'll just go through examples, and then I'll yell some more. But your credit score technically shouldn't be as high as possible. In the grand scheme of things, you'd have no credit score. You'd be one of these people that don't have debt. You don't need debt because you pay cash for shit. But how am I supposed to afford a car? I guess you buy a tool set and you get yourself a shitty car and you learn to fix it, huh? Maybe you take the bus. Maybe you do what I did and bike all over the place. But then when you need to borrow money for a house, and a very wise purchase of a house, not just a McMansion house because I want it. I want a sweet flat in the downtown area where the action is, because you're a fucking moron dude, bro. All right? That's not when you buy it. But when you want a good house that's going to save you money on rent, because you know you're going to stay in that place, then you need a good credit score. Over 700 would be the baseline. 800 would be ideal. Car insurance, yes, that's mandatory. Car registration, no. No, you should just be a loser and not register your cars and constantly get pulled over by cops and get more tickets. That's what you should do. Don't drop the $20 on the registration fee or the tabs on your car. Don't do that. Go and pay $150 every time you get a ticket for that. So you know what? Same thing with parking. Don't pay the meter. Just hope the meter maid doesn't come along and then pay $40 a parking fine every time. Park, you know what? Shit. Fuck it. Park in the handicap spot. Why you? There's the new book to life for the millennials and the lazy. Park in the handicap spot. Because fuck all. Yes, register your car. Are you going to ask me next if you should pay your bills? Health insurance. I'm not sure about that one. I would have to contact a broker or go online. Well, yeah. Yes, you would. You would have to go online and research and do some shopping. There we go. You have to go there. And when it comes to health insurance in the United States, if you don't have that much money, you now have, thanks to Obama, you have the state health insurance plan, which is subsidized, which, by the way, costs more than beforehand. Oh, but everyone has it now. Dental. I don't think dental is necessary unless you have very bad teeth. You know what my dental insurance policy is? Flossing and brushing my fucking teeth every day. Put your floss in the shower. There it is. You got nothing else to do. Floss those fuckers. Brush your teeth before and after. Twice a day. That's it. Another little tidbit here, guys. Because most of you go to work. Work sucks. It's boring. Bring your vitamins and bring your toothbrush and your dental floss to the office. You'll brush your teeth 1,000 times because you'll be so fucking bored because work is boring. If you're unemployed at the moment, how would you handle that? I would find a job. See, I can't get so dumb. If you don't know what the answer is, I'm unemployed, what should I do? Well, maybe you should find it. If you're like, what do I do? And you need someone to answer that, you're helpless. You're helpless. This is not a, let's address every individual thing. This is, you need a life philosophy. And not a philosophy, you need just a fact punched into your face. Here's the real world. You must provide food, clothing, and shelter. There are your three main ones. Maybe education or skilling up in something else. And it's Sarah, what would you need to inform or discuss, not discourse, discuss, do a new adult who turns 18 tomorrow? I really think what is best is when the mama bird pushes the baby birds out of the nest, and if the baby birds fall and crack their heads on the ground, they're dead. I think that's what's needed. Hellish of an existence as it was, I would not be what I am today if I had my parents pampering my ass. All right? Oh, came out a little bit jaded and pissed off. Oh, yeah. But you either sink or swim. And I know you millennials are mentally impaired in one regard, not in a psychology sense, but you are mentally impaired or stunted. Stunted in the real word of the word retard. Your mental growth has been retarded. It has been slowed down because Gen X parents, older Gen X parents, and young baby boomer parents were lazy as fuck. They didn't want to do the hard work. Again, they were lazy. Well, they like to, and out you came, oh fuck, what do we do? Daycare, ship it out, la, 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 la. That's every Gen X parent and every baby boomer parent. Hey, how come it isn't fucking doing what? Why is it still here at home? How come it doesn't know that it's gonna pay for her car insurance? I understand you had the world's shittiest parents. I get it. That's no excuse. Do not tell me you don't know commonsensically through the 17 years about to turn 18, what it takes to be an adult. Don't tell me you don't know the difference. Well, what should I really do? I don't know. Should you pay your bills? Yes. Anything that sounds adult, the answer is yes. Should I pay my bills? Yes. Should I not knock up this girl? Yes. Should I wear a condom? Yes. Should I get on birth control? Yes. Should I major in something hard? Yes. Should I not major in something stupid? Yes. Here, even simpler than that. The opposite of millennial is adult. That's what it is. Take a look at the millennials. What do the millennials do? Do the opposite of that, that's being an adult. Lie around, bitch and whine. The opposite of that is get off your ass and no longer bitch and whine. So that's the short version. Whatever you think in your millennial mind is acceptable, that is the antithesis of being an adult. Okay? I mean, God, you guys are about to hit 35 years of age. That's 4 decades on life. And we still got to explain to you what being an adult is. You want to... If I had an individualized list, it would be hundreds of pages long, thousands of individual instances and decisions that you should make. So let's just use rules. If it sounds like it sucks, that's what you got to do. That's being an adult. If it's the opposite of what millennials would do, that would be being an adult. And you think it sucks, you think it's painful, and you think it's hard, God almighty, what's it like being a millennial, huh? You kids believe all that leftist cockamamie bullshit and everything free and whatever. Look at you guys. Look at you. This is hilarious. And now, especially since most of you are out of college and the support has gone away, where are your Democrat and socialist and touchy-feely saviors now? Where's that? Oh, you elected Ocasio-Cortez. Yeah, she'll save you. So stop being millennials, start being adults. That's the only advice I got for you guys. All right, questions, answers, assholeconsulting.com. I don't know. If you're at this stage, I don't think Bachelor Economics or any of these books are going to help you. Yeah, I don't have a book on how not to be lazy. And I wouldn't write the book because people choose to be lazy. So that's it. All right, we'll see you guys later. Toodles.